Hello, welcome to the Comic Bros Authority podcast. My name is Andre, and with me is my co-host and beloved brother, Miles.
Hello. How are you doing?
Oh God, I'm so fucking tired.
Oh my God.
I had a long day today.
Oh, I did too. A really long day.
Yeah, I had like the craziest dreams, and then the storm that was happening. Everything was just fucked up, and then my car. Oh God.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sound like you're having a bad time.
Yeah, I could say I'm like the owl of my life.
Just constantly frustrated at everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi. So today on our show, we are going to be doing a not so little book.
No, this one was pretty fucking long.
It was. This was this was like their kind of like direct to DVD movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, so we are going to be talking about Simon Hanselmann's Crisis Zone.
Yeah.
Yay. So this is a story that it was published from March to December of 2020 on Instagram. He was basically doing like a page a day as he sort of documented what was going on during that time due to the COVID lockdowns. And it's a really funny dive into kind of seeing what the perspective of it through these characters. So just to give a brief background, Simon Hanselmann is just a cartoonist, New York Times best-selling cartoonist. He mostly has done this series called Megg, Mogg, and Owl, and it's been published like in like 14 different languages. He has like an art exhibit in the Bellevue Museum in Paris or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And yeah, so Megg, Mogg, and Owl, it's kind of, Megg and Mogg are a spoof of like these 70s characters, Megg and Mogg, except these characters are slackers basically.
Oh, I think they're worse than that.
Oh yeah, they're pretty deplorable people.
They really are.
Yeah, so that it's kind of, I like to liken this as like a cross between Simpsons meets It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, I can see that.
They're just these like vibrant, like exuberant characters of The Simpsons meets just the terrible people that run Patty's Pub.
These criminals.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, these criminals. So yeah, Megg and Mogg are boyfriend and girlfriend. Megg's a witch. Mogg is a cat, a talking cat. They have a friend who's like this anthropomorphic owl who's basically the straight-laced one. But they have a group of friends. There's Booger, who is a boogeyman, but a trans woman boogeyman, or boogie woman. They have Mike, who is a wizard, and they're despicable. They're terrible. They're completely awful. Werewolf of a friend, Werewolf Jones.
God.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's awful. And Simon Hanselmann has basically said, like, he has fans come up to him and tell him, like, oh yeah, I love your character, especially Werewolf Jones. And he goes, why?
That's what I have to ask.
Yeah, and so like some of these cartoons are from self-published zines. Some of them are from Vice News.
Mm-hmm.
They hired him to do like funnies basically.
Yeah.
And then he did it with Megg, Mogg, and Owl and Werewolf Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, which you can get in like some of the other books like Bad Gateway, One More Year, Season Stems, all the other books. But we are going to focus today on Crisis Zone because what is today?
Today is March 13th.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we are about a couple days away from the 5-year anniversary of the COVID lockdowns and when all that hysteria was going on.
Woo.
Boom, 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 boom.
What a time it was.
Yes, it was.
Jesus. Do you remember where you were when they announced the lockdown?
Oh, yeah, I do. I was hanging out with friends. We were under the influence and I saw the news and I was like, whoa. And then some of my friends got a little scared. Others were like, oh, this would blow over. It doesn't matter. It's the deep state. What about you? Where were you?
I was out with my best friend, and we were trying to get her unemployment check cashed so we can day drink. And then they were like, oh, well, we're going to be locking down. Everything's going to be locking down. And then that's when I got like announcements that like concerts for that week were going to be canceled and moved. And I'm still pissed about that because I was supposed to see Dan Deacon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, my general thoughts on this book was it really took me back to when all this shit was going down, every single event that happened that year, because so much happened.
There was a lot. Yeah. And I think like collectively as a society, as a race, we all like felt it together.
Mhm.
Like in the beginning, like in 2019, I remember they're like, oh, there's this new virus going around China and it's killing a lot of people. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And then, you know, Trump was saying close the borders. And I was like, all right, good.
Yeah.
I was like, good. Yeah. Keep the country safe. Sure. And then everything started spiraling out of control fast as it was found in Italy and started killing like thousands of people there and then over here. And I was like, whoa.
All the cases around the world. And I was a huge fan of the movie Contagion.
Oh, same.
And so that started going through my mind and it kind of drove me crazy.
Yeah, because we didn't know how this was going to be because it went from epidemic to pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And that was insane when that happened.
Yeah. I still can't believe we lived through such an event.
Yeah. This one goes out to, you know, those that didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. There's some friends and family who didn't make it through that, unfortunately. Not to say that we are making light of it, but and same thing with this book, but it was just such a weird time to be socially conscious, and then everyone glued to the internet as we were all connecting with each other in new and different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I started working from home. It was insane. So there was a lot in this book that I went, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I felt like I really related to some of the characters' aspects as they were going through some of the things they were.
Yeah.
For example, Mogg was kind of driving himself insane by watching the news and, you know, stay watching the news and getting these updates and what's happening.
Yeah. And I like Megg as she like delved into video games and like tried to disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing. It was hard for me because I was working for a video conferencing company.
So and everyone was doing that.
Yeah. So all of it, like I was working through the hell of it. Our servers kept crashing and everyone kept calling me. They're like, hey, what's going on? I'd be like, dude, I don't know. There's just too many people online. Like, what do you want me to do? Everything's getting bottlenecked here.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
Yeah. So this book, since it's so big and there's a lot of characters and there's a lot of story going on in here. So I don't think we can do it like a play-by-play like what we normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we can give the basis.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there as we talk about it, because this book is a lot.
Yes.
Like you said, it's kind of a time capsule.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because it's in a way, it's like between parody and catharsis, where you have Simon who was just like obviously feeling all these emotions and just putting it on this book, but also making fun of like how ridiculous we all got.
Yeah, because we were acting pretty insane.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, I know. I was believing some weird crap or.
Yeah, there was that whole 5G tower.
Oh my God,
thing going on.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
totally
that was happening. I had a friend that couldn't stop talking about it online, and I was like, "Please stop spreading misinformation."
Yeah,
this ain't about no 5G goddamn tower.
I know. I was like, that's not spreading a sickness.
No, it's.
I had friends who were just like, I have a cough. It could be that new 5G tower that they put up recently. And I was just like, oh my God, shut up. But yeah, so I mean, where we begin is Megg, Mogg, and Owl, slackers, stoners, in the loosest sense, because, well, Owl is the more uptight one.
He's a straight man.
The straight man, the voice of reason. Megg is a stoner. I think Mogg's honestly like a sex addict. Um,
Yeah, agreed.
not so much as Werewolf Jones, but
No, I apologize to any family members that are listening.
oh yeah, we got to give a big disclaimer on this one.
Yeah, we do.
Listen to this with headphones.
Yeah, because we are going to be talking about some crazy shit.
Yeah, all right, so this book has very crude humor, very outlandish things. It comes with a very certain type of viewpoint,
Yeah.
where it makes fun of both the left and the right. There's a lot of crude language, offensive language in here, a lot of nudity in the book. So if you're going to read this book, do it at home. So yeah, this is not safe for work, I guess.
It really isn't. Please proceed with caution.
Yes, as we did into the crisis zone. Okay, so where we begin here is that they are watching TV and then they get the news that, hey, we're locking down. And they start, or at least Megg and Mogg specifically, are freaking out. And then that's when Werewolf Jones and his two sons, Diesel and Jackson, are wearing their felt hats as masks. As during that time, everyone was.
You put on anything, all those pictures that were going online of people wearing some kind of protective PPE.
Yeah.
That they just made from home.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So they're wearing that. They come into the house, and then Mike and his mom come into the house, except Mike's mom decides, nah, it's all fake. I don't want to live with you heathens, and goes back to her apartment, and Mike stays. Mike's a wizard.
And then we get the trans woman Booger.
Yeah, Booger comes.
Yeah, Booger comes and decides to stay with them. Everyone decides to just like huddle into this fucking house, which I read not all of them, but I read 2 of Megg, Mogg, and Owl.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they only lived at the bottom floor, and that they had neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you thought it was a whole house?
I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have a bottom floor. Yeah, the bottom floor is those 3.
Yeah, but with 1, 2, 3, 4 extra people living in there now.
Yeah. So it becomes cramped very fast, and that's when things spiral out of control because Mogg he's totally just like sucking in all the information he can get and misinformation, all that stuff. Megg starts diving into
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, I remember when Animal Crossing was such a big deal.
Oh my god.
I had a lot of friends that played Animal Crossing, and they had Switches, and I remember contemplating it, and especially after I got my stimulus check.
Oh man.
I was like, should I get Animal Crossing? And then I really thought about it. I don't want to be doing virtual chores at all.
No.
And why would I do that? I don't even like doing regular chores.
I know.
I mean, I do it, but
yeah, I don't know. I never got the thing of Animal Crossing. I never cared.
Yeah, people will tell you it's much more than chores, but it's chores.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone got a stimulus check. Everyone was living off of that unemployment goodness, and I was working for minimum wage throughout the pandemic, so I barely saw anything. I saved up all the money I could, and that's when I moved out. Well, right after lockdowns, but so yeah, the story kind of goes off from there, where you just kind of have multiple storylines going on as you have Jackson and Diesel build a tree house and turn that into a hotel, which they're renting out. Werewolf Jones is just causing chaos by trying to like unclog a toilet with a tree branch and just flicking shit everywhere.
It's so funny is that it took me several sittings to get through this because it's such a huge book.
Yes.
And that tree branch, so I finished it, and at the end, they show the tree branch, and I was like, oh yeah, exactly. It's
I like, all right, because Simon Hanselmann has, all right, when it comes to his art style, it's all done with like pencils and coloring pencils. He doesn't use any digital artwork whatsoever.
I love that.
Yeah, it's all hand-drawn stuff. That's the way he likes it. And you can clearly see it in here, and you can even see some of the brushstrokes painting in like the night skies.
Yes. But for the most part, the coloring is, I love the coloring in this.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like an Adult Swim cartoon.
That's what I always thought. And that's how I market it to people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were like, oh, what are you reading right now? I'm like, oh, Megg, Mogg, and Owl. It's crazy humor. It just reminds you of an Adult Swim cartoon.
Yeah. All right. So I picked up this copy. This is the first copy of like this series that I ever owned.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan at Pulp Fiction told me, he was like, are you sure you want to read this? And I was like, oh, I've read it before. I read it on Kindle. And he was like, oh, good. I have to have a disclaimer for somebody. And I think I got to make a new section with all this stuff saying, so you think you're edgy? Because yeah, it gets so crazy. Is like Werewolf Jones becomes an OnlyFans model.
Yeah, because OnlyFans was taking off. You know, people were staying at home. They needed a way to make money. So why not do OnlyFans?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Some people launched a career off of that. Good for you guys.
Shit, people were selling farts.
Yeah. Bathwater, farts, used clothing.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah. Hey, man, don't yuck someone's yum.
I'm going to. Yeah, but that's the thing is here's like everyone lives in this kind of squalor and shit. And like, I love how like Mogg is getting deeper into all this like stuff. He like starts to get more gross looking and he's like washing himself too much and he's becoming bare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so disgusting. It reminds me of like the up close, like super detailed designs from SpongeBob or Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. Okay.
It gets really disgusting like that. And
yeah, there's even one like that where Werewolf Jones is scratching his ass. He's buck ass naked. He's only wearing an apron, but he's scratching his ass, and then he just goes and he like scratches. It shows him like finger himself and scratch.
yeah, I totally, we're just making daddy burgers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, and it does like this like detail like too, like when Mogg stands up, you see him like full on package, dick and balls.
Yeah.
Just right out in the open.
Yeah.
Like Megg, she's walking around, she's unkempt, so she's in her underwear or sometimes bottomless.
Yeah.
And then she's just completely like, you know, bush and all. It's yeah, like there's no hold bars when it comes to like the detail in this book.
Yeah. That's what it's a nice change of pace from all like the family safe kind of stuff, and then you get into something that's, I mean, I grew up with Spike TV.
Oh yeah, The Man Show.
Yeah, The Man Show, or watching
how dated is that?
Ugh. What was that one show? Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. MXC.
Oh, MXC. Yeah. Oh, I love. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, things like that.
Oh, I still quote that till this day. Let's go. I tell it to my son all the time.
But Comedy Central, Adult Swim, that's the stuff that we grew up on in our early teens. And
so like early to mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And that's what like the kind of humor this is. It's like offbeat and then just it's crude as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of like Family Guy when they did that TV movie.
Which one?
It's where Brian and
Stewie go off and travel the world or something.
Yeah. It reminds me of that one. Like
okay.
I think between the cancellation and the relaunch,
one of the many.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about this book because it does have a certain like political point of view, and I know like sometimes it can get really offensive. And I know in some ways Simon Hanselmann is on this queer spectrum because he cross dresses and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot of characters in here who become trans.
Yes.
So, I mean, what was your thoughts on that?
Me, I really let it go. Like just being offended. I let that go because Simon Hanselmann is part of the queer community, and I understand just because you're part of the queer community doesn't absolve you of things,
Right. Yeah.
but I do give some leeway, and some of the characters spoke for me, like when Diesel announces that he's trans
Becomes Desi.
and becomes Desi, and then there is
Booger says something, right?
yeah, Booger says something like, "Hey, I think you're just doing this just to, fuck around.
Yeah, you're a little shit. Like it could
Yeah,
be,
you're a deceiver."
yeah, and that's like that character is that Desi Diesel is the little shit of Werewolf Jones's kids.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson's a sweetheart.
Yes.
Jackson is the biggest sweetheart, and then Diesel's a piece of shit. The little like Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son.
Yes. But honestly, I wasn't really offended. The thing is I believe that literacy goes a long way, and it is lost on a lot of people these days.
Right. Okay.
They see something and they don't have the context for it.
They just take it at face value.
They take it at face value, and then they become offended by it. And this is coming from someone who's pretty liberal.
Yeah, you
are. But I just went along for the ride when it came to the trans characters, because Simon Hanselmann was using a lot of characters to speak on the trans experience.
Yeah,
where you have Booger. Booger was being called a TERF.
Yeah.
TERF stands for exclusionary radical feminist.
Yeah, like J.K. Rowling.
Yes, like J.K. Rowling, which they mention a lot in this book.
Yeah, they do.
And then when Mike announces that he is transitioning, Mike the Wizard transitions into Jennifer.
Yeah.
And Mike has a big, like, Burt Reynolds mustache.
Yeah.
So then Booger was like, "What do you mean you're trans?" And then, or Booger says that to Mike, and Mike's like, "What are you doing? Like, why do I have to fit your version of what a woman looks like?"
Yeah. And I like Booger's reply to, like, her apology where she says, like, "Hey, like, look, I'm sorry. I just, like, fit into these norms and what a woman should look like. And that's the way I did it when I was first transitioning." And and I was like, "Oh, all right." There's kind of this, like, centrist political view going on in this book, which totally fits my point of view. And I know some people would say, "Oh, that's like a dog whistle for the right," or whatever, but I mean, I believe in what I believe, so fuck off.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that's the same thing too, is like, because this book makes fun of how radicalized the right was during this time, and also how radicalized the left was during this time, because then you move on to the BLM protest, and
how a lot of it was just performative activism.
Yeah, performative activism. Yeah. And it just comments on that, which a lot of people were, I think, a little too afraid to say at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, hindsight 2020, you can see it. And then there's also people taking advantage of the situation to go, when people wanted to, make light of, during that time of the BLM when, what's his name? Was killed by the cops.
George Floyd.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. I think, like, when it came to, like, specifically that, and then, like, it just seemed like chaos erupted, and, like, much like in this book where we were just like, whoa, like, they walked outside and everything was on fire.
Yes,
that's how it was. It was just like all of a sudden, George Floyd is wrongfully killed by the cops.
Breonna Taylor as well,
and then all of a sudden it just, like, there's just marching in the streets, and then people start taking advantage of that, and then it just turned, and the cops are instigating, and it just turns into this whole thing.
Yes.
So it's crazy, like, just thinking back around that time, because I was feeling a lot of emotions during that time. And
yeah, I was too. And I hated the fact that I was sitting at home and I was doing nothing when there was so much going on around me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and these whatever. We're here to talk about the book.
Yeah. I know, but like we're just this book brings up a lot from 2020. That's why I keep asking. And
Yeah.
it's it's so crazy.
Yeah. So I do have one issue with this book.
Okay.
I mean, like, and I know that this is just the character and how fucking despicable he is, Werewolf Jones.
Oh yes.
It's just what he does with his kids, how he acts in front of his kids.
Yes.
That is something to me that just really disturbs me.
Yes.
And, as a person who grew up, helping raise young ones into adulthood, with our nephews, I don't know. It's just the idea of Werewolf Jones constantly being naked, shoving shit up his ass throughout the entire book.
Yeah, throughout the entire and
throughout the entire book, he's shoving numerous amounts of things up his ass.
Yeah, and there comes a time, I think like halfway through the book, he's just naked.
Yes. No, for most of it, he's just naked. It's just his dick is out. And then he's like, oh my God. He does a line of coke.
Yeah.
And then he just gets he gets erected. And then he does something crazy.
Yeah. That just reminds me of like everyone thought he was dead and they're like, wait, and then he gets a boner.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, Jones is still alive.
It's twitching.
No, I understand that completely. Like being a dad, he's like the worst of the worst. And I think it's Simon Hanselmann it's his kind of humor. It's just like him going for it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it reflects on him as like a character. I mean, I don't know personally, but I can see like an artist's intent. And
oh yeah, definitely. I had this conversation once. I think this was back in like 2017. I was having a conversation with this guy and we were talking about Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan.
Oh yeah.
And he was saying, oh, it's a great book, but he doesn't like the fact that one of the characters used the word faggot.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
And he's like, oh, the writer could have used, something else or just written something else. But I'm like, no, but that's the character. The character is not meant to be PC.
You have to think about the time the book takes place too.
Yeah, the 80s.
It was the 80s. It was a very commonplace thing as an insult to call people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. That was just how it was. It's like making a movie about slavery and not using the N-word.
Yes.
And I mean, I hate hearing that word too.
Yes.
I hate both those words, but I understand what the writer or director is just like, all right, yeah, of course, a freaking slave owner is going to say that word.
Yeah.
All right, a homophobe or a bully in the 80s is going to use that word.
Yeah.
And that word is going to have an effect.
Yep.
And that's, I don't know.
I don't think this is a reflection of Simon Hanselmann.
No.
Especially when Simon Hanselmann uses the F word.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure when Simon Hanselmann dresses in women's clothing, that is what he gets called.
Oh, I'm sure he knows it too.
Yeah.
It's that in that picture is in the back of most of his books.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, this is a picture of the author. And he says it too. This is a picture of the author so you can masturbate to.
It wasn't until I read this book that I'm seeing the way he looks when he cross dresses.
Okay.
And how Megg looks.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did want to talk about that because I noticed that because he wears like a red wig. I've seen him both. Oh, he doesn't care about pronouns, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's so weird. He's a funny dichotomy. He's just like so like anti-PC.
Yeah,
but he's like so on the kind of has a good moral compass. I mean, despite what the work says.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there is a reflection of him inside Megg because there is a clear, like an author stand-in.
Yes. And honestly, I think that that's true because a lot of the things that Megg goes through in each of these graphic novels Meg is always kind of the central character, the one that's going through the head change, wondering what she's doing with her life.
Yeah. So I know, due to a biography and numerous interviews I watched, Simon grew up with a lot of depression, anxiety. Dressing girls' clothes was just felt good, just felt normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I see a lot of Booger too,
Yeah.
because if you read the other books, they're all high school friends. Like the outlier, I think Mogg is the older one,
Yeah.
and Werewolf.
I always got that Mogg was older than the rest of them.
Yeah, I know in high school, Werewolf Jones and Megg used to date, and
Okay.
you see Booger pre-transition. You see Mike. It was like Mike, Werewolf Jones, and Booger hanging out, and they would bully Owl. Owl had a crush on Megg. Megg dated Werewolf Jones, but would kind of flirt with Mogg. And then eventually that's how they all got together. And then Werewolf Jones, he's, even though he has 2 kids and everything, he's gay, and he's like very outlandishly gay.
Do you think he's gay or just bi?
Gay.
Gay.
I don't think I've seen him with the woman. Like
Susan, his wife.
But it's plenty of dads they have their families and they go, no, I'm gay.
Well, yeah, but
I've never, like, reading all this whole series, I just never see him with the woman.
yeah, he's always
just like
having sex.
Literally saying, put it in my ass.
Yes. The Anus King.
The Anus King. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a section,
A big.
one of the running plot lines throughout this entire book is the fact that Werewolf Jones became so popular by his OnlyFans that he became the Anus King, and Netflix picked.
It wasn't only that though. It was, he got drunk, splashed water onto his jacuzzi generator, and burnt the treehouse.
Oh yeah.
And inside the treehouse, there was a bunch of like sex parties going on and everything, and he killed 38 people.
Yes.
Uh,
Including Dracula Jr.
Yeah, he has a friend and fuck buddy named Dracula Jr., and he has a son named Dracula Jr. And then he has a friend who's a bear named Ian.
Poor Ian. What a piece of shit.
I know, he's like one of those trust fund kids.
Yeah.
His like parents are super rich, but he's just like, no, fuck authority.
Yeah.
Kind of like Julian Casablancas. But yeah, it becomes the Anus King. There becomes a Netflix documentary crew following them around. Yeah, and then so like from that point on, you kind of see like a boom mic on the like side of every panel, because they're just being filmed, and they have their like talking head stuff, and that's where like the story even gets like even crazier. Because
they're in this, like, throughout most of the book, they're on a reality TV show.
Yeah, and everything's being documented. They become like a nationwide sensation. And I mean, you can totally guess from the title that it's a play on Tiger King.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when that was a thing?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I was all up in that shit.
I came maybe like a week late into that or something, and that felt like an eternity in the pandemic.
God, right?
I remember seeing all the memes of like, oh, this is going to financially destroy me. And then I would just be like, huh, that's funny. What is that? And then like it's like every meme that they made of that show, every clip. And I was like, oh, what the hell is this? And then everyone's talking about it. And I finally jumped on, and it was like, Jesus Christ.
What a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah. And that's what I think that's what like Simon was doing. He was like upping the stakes as it went on.
What I always thought was cool about the way Simon Hanselmann works is that you can tell when the next part of the story begins.
Yeah.
So every page, every couple of pages, it just gets crazier.
Yeah.
And crazier.
Yeah. He usually sticks to like a 9-panel grid.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 9 panels? It's a 12 panel grid that he usually sticks to. And then there will be some panels that are like slashed in half because he said he needed more panels. And I said, yes, give me more. Apparently this is the one that like really like, I mean, he had stuff published on like Vice and like newspapers and all, wherever,
Yeah.
his little zines that he would sell. But apparently because of this and the pages he was doing and uploading to Instagram, how the hell did he get away with that, by the way?
What? Oh,
I'm sorry. Let me finish this thought and we'll get to that question.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of boosted his popularity, and then he just got even more popular with this stuff. And after I read this, I kind of started following him on Instagram. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, going back to that question, how did he get away with publishing this on Instagram? Because there's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of just like crude, like vile shit. Literally.
To be honest, I don't know. Because I see a lot of artists out there, like world-renowned Marvel artist Olivier Coipel.
Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Olivier Coipel, maybe. He has his own Instagram page where he does nude. He draws nude models.
Oh, okay.
And he always had an issue with each art pieces being taken down because of nudity.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this was published on Instagram.
Maybe because it looks cartoony. But even still, you had buttholes, you had penises, you have vaginas, you have boobs.
Yeah.
You have everything going on in this book.
Shit. Drugs galore.
Did you see when Susan barges in?
She gets the spoon.
Yeah, she gets the spoon and then she like freaking shoots herself up so she can get stronger. Like it's like Popeye's spinach. So I kind of want to talk about the continuity of this book. Even this is not in continuity with the rest of the series.
Not at all.
No, it's kind of like there's some things that happen in this book that are in continuity in the regular series, but it happens in a different way.
Yes, I noticed that when they started calling Owl pedo.
Yeah.
And they talked about an incident that happened in the first
thing. The first book, yeah.
Yeah, where where Owl he accidentally makes out with a 13-year-old.
I think she was 14 or 14 or 15.
Anyways,
it was her birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they mentioned that, and that becomes a whole thing for Owl and everyone just bullying him online. There's a few other things in there, but I'm not sure how far you are, so I'm not going to mention them because I don't want to spoil the regular series for you.
Oh, well, this is the third book I read.
Oh, okay. So you're not there yet.
No, I haven't finished Amsterdam.
Okay.
So I'm still working my way through that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I watched a video where somebody was kind of giving a deep dive into it, and he's like, if you want to start on Megg, Mogg, and Owl, don't start with Crisis Zone. He's like, because that's out of continuity. And just like I said, and then I was like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to read Crisis Zone.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Yeah, exactly. That was my energy. Yeah, the Werewolf Jones book, it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it just more shenanigans from Werewolf Jones?
Yeah, it's a Werewolf Jones. I mean, this book is also Werewolf Jones Central, but
yeah, very.
I think it works best. I think this Crisis Zone works better because you still have all the other characters in there. So you don't get so much you get a lot of his shit, but like I said, there's a counterbalance there where you have, like Owl trying to keep things together, Megg spiraling, Mogg is out ruining his life on the Anus Queen show, and there's a good balance. But Werewolf Jones Sons, you barely get the other characters, and it just like you're just stuck with Werewolf Jones and the Jones Sons, and it's a little too much.
Yeah,
that's
what I figured. That's why I don't really want it, because for me this was a lot of Werewolf Jones.
Yeah.
Doing Werewolf Jones shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's a bit much. I had to put it down at times.
Yeah.
And I figured that if there's a book that's central on him, that I'm probably Gonna pick it up, but take my time with it because this is a character that's a lot.
Yeah, he is. Like he's that that one friend that is just like not doing well and just constantly makes bad decisions.
The one that's constantly in a crisis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, God, that was me for a minute.
Yeah, I know. I've had those where I'm just like crashing out for like a month. But I think I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Get out of my shoulders.
Yeah. At least you're not doing crack.
Yeah, I could be on drugs. You wanna know what? Funny enough, the pandemic got me to stop smoking weed.
Yeah.
I remember I was just like one day I was just like, I think I'm over this. Like I'm done smoking.
I smoked a lot during the pandemic. It was only because I had so much time. I was living with my ex. He loved smoking all the time.
Yeah.
I broke my roommate's like 2 bongs and I had to buy new ones.
Jesus.
I know. I was in a tiny cramped room with my ex and the dog.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I know. That was ages ago.
Yeah, hell of a time. I really found myself during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did. I know like a lot of people.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people say like, "Oh man, the pandemic 2020 was a terrible year and everything," and I'm just like, I kind of had a good time. Like I went through a whole thing of self-reflection, and I was just like, "Oh, this is who I am as a person." Oh, okay. And yeah, it felt nice. And then I got closer with my friends, and I just like found like I had this found family that was like really great, and
Mhm.
we're still great. I just reconnected with them because I went ghost for like a couple months.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it happens.
yeah, that happens. I'm a working dad.
Real friends would understand that silence and then just pick up where you left off. It happens with me and Joaquin. Sometimes we like, yes, we do send memes to each other, but we don't really have any fulfilling conversations for a while until we just like decide, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? You want to go out? And then next thing you know it, we're just like spilling our guts to each other and we're crying and we're just blubbering idiots.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's just
I've
how,
been there.
yeah, that's just how, real friendships go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was really nice to reconnect. But yeah, back to the book.
Back to the book.
So yeah, the Anus King show just kind of like goes wild. Jackson gets kidnapped by Dracula Jr. because they all blame the 38 deaths on Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
and which I think is messed up. And
Oh, yeah, it's totally fucked up.
yeah,
Yeah, Werewolf Jones disowns both Jackson and Desi.
yeah, just get out of here. And what does he say? This is the way.
Yeah. Because everyone was obsessed with The Mandalorian.
Did that come out during the pandemic?
It came out before.
Oh, okay. But it was still being quoted in like the cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah, because everyone was obsessed with Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What did you think about Mogg's side adventure?
Are you talking about just him and the Anus Queen?
Yeah,
and all of that?
Him and the Anus Queen and Carrot Top.
Okay, so to a point, I do feel really bad for how Mogg was treated in this,
Yes.
but I understand how everyone felt.
Yes.
Especially when Mogg went to TMZ and started spilling all the the tea on all his friends,
Yeah.
and they hated him for that.
Yeah.
And then even afterwards, when him and the Anus Queen break up, he goes back to the house and they keep him locked up in the cage.
In a cage in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
next
was
to the branch.
And that's so crazy. It's because like he's in like that later half of the book, he's very he's crying all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I did feel bad for him too. I was like, oh, I would give him a lot of shit. I wouldn't talk to him, but I wouldn't treat him like they treated him. And even
but like I felt really bad for him because he found out that Megg was cheating on him with Booger.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty fucked up. That's, that's the reason why he decided to leave. But then you later find out that Meg cheated on Mogg with Booger because Mogg cheated on her with a couple of other women.
Yeah.
So she was like, it just cancels out.
I'm rolling my eyes, but
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they rationalize things.
Yeah. Like I said, they're all awful people. I like how Mike is trying to revamp, being trans.
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah. And I really love how Jennifer is on Booger about beauty standards.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I like it when she shaves her mustache.
Yes.
And then she has all those cold sores. I read her with like a very deep voice.
Same. Same.
So yeah, like I even read Booger with like a sort of deep voice.
Yeah,
just because she's a boogeyman.
Yeah.
And that's why. So I was just like, all
Boogie
right,
woman.
Boogie woman. No, I do like Booger's fascination with thongs.
Yes.
Which kind of leads into the funeral. Oh yeah, which is like one of my main complaints about this book.
What's up?
When we get to Dracula Jr. and Werewolf Jones's wedding, I feel like Simon Hanselmann was just kind of like filling in time. Like he was just kind of coasting for a little bit, and like it was a little directionless for a bit.
Yeah.
Because you have the wedding and it's in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and then you have the funeral for the thongs for Mrs. Jennifer. That's Jennifer Mike's mom who died from COVID. And then you had Dracula Jr.'s funeral, as well as there was one more. Oh, Cho.
David Cho.
David Cho. It is Chost.
It is. For those of you who don't know, David Cho's an actor who was featured in The Mandalorian.
He's also an artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I saw some of his artwork. I think it was like recently, and it was after I first read this book, and I was like, that's the Chose.
Yeah, he's an X-Wing pilot for the, what is it, the New Republic and the Mandalorian.
Yeah. No, yeah, like yeah, David Cho takes a bullet for Werewolf Jones. But yeah, I just felt like as we get into that, because it goes into the wedding and then they're getting ready for the funerals and they're about to have the funeral, but they don't, and they postpone it, and then they do the funeral again.
Yes.
And then Werewolf Jones announces, oh, I'm running for president and yada yada, which is, similar to when Kanye was trying to run for president and he like put it in his hat and people voted for him and it was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of felt like he was spinning his wheels there for a bit in the middle.
Yeah, I guess maybe there was kind of a lull in what was going on during the year.
Yeah.
Was it during the summer? No, because was it during the summer that all the protests started happening?
It was like, yeah, it must have happened around like May or June or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's my biggest gripe. But what did you think about the ending?
Simon Hanselmann really tied everything up in a nice bow at the end there.
Right.
Although it did feel nice that the fate of Werewolf Jones.
Yes.
I like that. I like Owl becoming a man.
Yeah, Owl really grew up in this story.
Yeah. Taking care of Jackson and Desi.
Yeah.
And fighting for them against Susan.
Yeah. That fight was intense.
Yeah. I like how Susan shoots up to get, just to get stronger. And Meg, when she joins the fight, she takes a bong rip.
Yeah.
Just to get stronger.
I think she was topless too.
Yeah. And Werewolf Jones had a baby, Virginica.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's another thing that pops up later into the regular continuity.
Virginica does?
Yeah, Virginica does.
Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, I don't remember. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It happened in the other book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because you go from all the craziness and then it settles down, and then they have their they have a Zoom call
With Joel McHale.
with Joel McHale.
It was for the reunion of the Anus King.
Yeah, because everyone was doing like Zoom call reunions and shit
Yeah.
at the time. Like, oh, Harry Potter, oh, Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I felt like after, because the book is like, it's pretty crazy until you get to like the third act, where it does feel like things slow down. And yeah, you do have a big few like crescendos. It's the last page of the book, really,
Mm-hmm.
where they're looking out the window.
Yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I really like where they ended up with the Christmas party, and everyone's just kind of, contemplating, just everything that's happened in the crazy year, which, by the time that really did happen, going from 2020 to 2021, that's how I felt. I was like, geez, what a crazy fucking year.
Yeah, because I think like when you get to it, like they come back from a funeral and you see Owl crying, and then he just goes up to the room and he's trying to breathe. He's like having anxiety attack, which he like normally has throughout the story.
Mm-hmm.
And Mogg just says like, "I'm here for you," and I was like, "That's so sweet," because the whole book she's thinking about herself.
Yeah.
She's just really like, "Oh, my farms, fuck Mogg," and then like even sexually assaulting Booger.
Yes.
And God, yeah, this book is a lot.
Yeah.
What does she say? All right, yeah. He's like, Owl is just in tears. He's crying. And then they both look out the window and she says, "It's going to be okay. We're here in our spaceship, just gently floating through time." And then the rest of the family comes up there. You have Jackson, Jennifer, and they're all just looking there. And it does like this nice, like, paneling of just like, is the camera is backing up too.
Yeah.
And then, is this the end? And Jennifer says, "I fucking hope not. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of feels like the end." And it's the end. Did you read any of the back matter?
I read I didn't read the commentary.
Okay.
I
It's very
started.
interesting.
Yeah. I started the commentary. I didn't have enough time, but I did read the 6 weeks later when they mentioned the insurrection, the January 6th insurrection.
Yeah.
One of the things I really appreciate about this book is how the characters are reacting to all the crazy shit that is going on in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, mainly the United States,
Yeah.
but also whenever they talk about it, they bring up like, oh man, all the toilet paper is gone. And then it kind of just brings me back to seeing when all the toilet paper, when all the PPE supplies were just off the shelves.
Yeah.
When, everything was crazy. If you step outside, how people reacted to you if you didn't wear a mask, if you were wearing a mask.
There's also a lot of play on like identity politics, virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of that stuff going on that I think he commented in the book too, and how these characters reacted to it, like where they're caught in between like a war between the cops and Antifa.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has some thoughts on Antifa, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And even though I don't express like too similar views, I wasn't offended at that, like I mean, I don't make out Antifa to be like this terrorist organization or anything, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm very apathetic towards things.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, this is a piece of work that he was doing just to get his feelings off his chest.
Yeah.
And you could see that throughout the book.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and I had a lot of similar feelings. And for the most, like, I wish I had an outlet to be doing something like this, to be able to express how I felt. And the most that I did was just, posting on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like I put up a black square.
There you go.
Yeah, I did my part.
You ended racism.
Yes, I did. No, yeah, there's just it's a nice creative outlook. Like I said, it's cathartic, it's very personal, it's while at the same time making fun of everything that happens through the eyes of these like very colorful characters,
Mm-hmm.
and I love these characters. I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I really like these characters too.
Yeah, I know. I saw the background on your iPad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Crisis Zone, I know they in the back of the book they say like, oh, this is the time capsule. What really happened? Of course it's not, but it does like bring me back to that. And it's just so crazy. Like I know we were supposed to talk about the book, but we talked a lot about our experiences during 2020, and I just think it's kind of funny in a weird way. Like we're 5 years separated now.
Yeah.
5 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
And a lot has changed since then.
Exactly. And I mean there's still a lot of like the same old shit going on,
Yeah.
but there is like a lot that has changed in the world. And I think this book is it's a good thing, so you can remind yourself like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened.
I remember when the world was going crazy and when the world stopped.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, remember those pictures of an empty Las Vegas Boulevard,
Yeah.
an empty Times Square?
Yeah, there was empty the rivers around New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was like no smog in LA.
Them freeways were empty.
I can get to downtown LA in 20 minutes during that time.
Oh my god, I miss COVID traffic because there was none.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god, that was so cool. And oh,
I know. But yeah, so that was Simon Hanselmann's Crisis Zone. What a wonderful book. Like Andre said, it's not for the faint of heart. It is a wild ride. If you can stand characters doing disgusting, despicable things, crude cartooning, but it's such a load of fun. It's so fucking hilarious.
yeah. I am the kind of person, like, yes, things do offend me when they are done out of pocket.
Yeah.
This, while yes, a lot of things were out of pocket, I can understand what, the kind of comedy that Hanselmann has.
Yeah.
And it's on par because I can sit there and rewatch episodes of like Drawn Together.
Oh my god, yeah. I think this is yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah,
Because I know that was crude and offensive as well.
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, that's definitely of its time.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like this kind of brings me back to when I would watch this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just something I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Especially, and I'm not like talking shit about like, being PC or anything, but it's kind of nice to not have that like choking the life out of this art.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of nice. Like for me, how I read Megg, Mogg, I have a little medicine.
No.
Wink, wink. And then I just
Andre, it's legal in so many states and in the state you live in.
Yeah, well.
You have to be 21 or older.
Let me live.
Okay.
Let me live. Anyways, I have a little medicine. And then I go lay on my couch. I read the book and I get a great laugh out of it because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes.
But it's insanely fun. I'm not offended by it. You know what I found? Like, I really like the way Hanselmann kind of incorporates queer culture into his writing.
Yeah.
Like when Megg was like, let's just watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Or when Desi came out as trans, Werewolf Jones was like, hey, congratulations. Let's all do poppers to celebrate.
Yeah. I mentioned that to my friend the other day. She told me, she's like, I did poppers for the first time. And I was like, oh, wow, what? And she's like, yeah, we were just drinking. And my friend was just like, here you go. And it explains like, and then she's like, whoa, I feel like it. She's like, but also feels different. And I, but I told her about that scene. I was like, there was something I read or watched recently where they just mentioned, let's celebrate with poppers. No,
Make America gape again.
Make America gape again. I highly recommend this book. This is honestly the closest thing we've done to an underground comic on this show.
Oh yeah,
Like something in vein of like Robert Crumb,
yes,
Daniel Clowes, or Peter Badge. Then, like I said, I'm a big fan of like Harvey Picard. His stuff is just very slice of life, and that rabbit hole just led me down to like, all right, underground comics in the '60s, everything going on, and then you get to alternative comics.
yes,
And then you get, you get Elf Quest, you get Cerebus, you get Love and Rockets, in the rest.
Yeah, the rest is literally history. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. If you want to go ahead and catch us on our socials, go ahead and do that. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok.
On YouTube.
We're on YouTube. Comic Bros Authority. You just type it in. We're right there.
Yep. And also with to get this book, you can probably find it on like Hoopla or Libby. You just need a library card.
Yeah, that's how I read it. I read it through Hoopla.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So yeah, you can rent it from there. I purchased this from my local comic book shop, Pulp Fiction in Long Beach, California. Amazing store. Great selection of indie books. But yeah, check it out. It's published by Fantagraphics, so you could also find out fantagraphicbooks.com or go to the store that is located in Seattle.
Oh shit. Oh, we're definitely going there this summer.
Oh, you didn't think that was my plan?
Okay. Okay, we're going to be crying to Death Cab and then going to Fantagraphics.
Yeah.
Got you, bro.
You got it. Got you, bro.
Got you.
All right. So yeah, go ahead, find us on our socials. Check out this book. Highly recommended. And anything else?
Yeah, so for our upcoming slate. All right, so the next book we are going to be talking about, it is going to be 20th Century Men.
Oh shit. I keep forgetting that's on the damn thing.
Fucking A, Miles. All right, so after 20th Century Men, then we are going to be talking about our March pull list the following week.
And whatever else we've been reading.
Yeah, so don't worry. We're going to have things to talk about. And then starting in April, we are going to be doing books that we hate.
Oh, shit. Yes. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And the first book on that list is All-Star Batman and Robin.
Oh, yeah. The dynamic duo.
By Frank Miller and Jim Lee.
The goddamn Batman.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to do something a little different. We always talk about books we like, but like never talk about books we don't like. And we know for sure we don't like this book. And
yeah,
it's been a while since I read it. I mean, it's stuck in my mind.
I haven't read this book in like 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I maybe read it like 5 or so years ago. But regardless, can't wait to reread it and just be like, damn, what the fuck was going on? Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we got coming up next.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Put those headphones in and listen.
Yeah. Enjoy. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. This is Miles signing off.
Andre signing off.